right, Jared Matula here with RCR Wireless News, and we're going to get a product demo of the LG G2 right now. So I have a person here that works for LG that's going to run us through some of the key features.
Absolutely. So this is the new LG G2. We're very excited about it. It's our flagship device that's coming out on all 4 major carriers. Right off the bat, you're going to notice a little different design feature. We've actually put the volume up, power, and volume down keys on the back. And the reason why we did this is as we studied how people interacted with their phone and used the device, we noticed that when they picked it up, most of the time their finger goes right over that key. So it allows us to eliminate the keys on the side, make the phone slimmer and just easier to use. It makes it a more comfortable device in your hand. So with that being on the back, what we notice is now I can't get into the phone because there's no keys on the side. So we developed a feature called Knock On. I'm simply going to click it twice and it's going to fire right up for me. And this will take us right into our home screen. So right off the bat, you're going to notice it's a gorgeous display. It's a 5.2 inch 1080p true HD IPS display. It just looks phenomenal. Very sharp graphics. Looks great for text. We've got 423 pixels per square inch going on here, so it's going to give you that HD quality across the board. Now, under the hood of this thing, we're running the Snapdragon 800, and it's a 2.26 gigahertz quad core. So it's got all the power you need to run multiple apps, heavy games, things of that nature, and run multiple items at once. And multitasking is another thing that we've really tried to work on and improve. Everybody loved our Q slide feature, which is still included on this device. Right here you have your Q slide apps, and what these are is adjustable windows. You can have up to 2 of these running at once. You can adjust the size of the window. You can take it to full screen, adjust the opacity, which is going to put it in the background and I can operate right behind it, bring the opacity back up, and I'm right back to watching my video. New feature for G2 is we can actually take these now, scoot them over here, and they'll dock on the side, keeping them out of the way. When I'm done, I fire up right back into my movie. And again, you can have 2 of these going on at once, and that's Q slide. That's one way to multitask. A new feature that we've added for the G2 is our slide aside. And what that allows us to do is take an app. We're going to take 3 fingers, slide it to the left. You'll see up here it says app saved. So we'll open up to 3 apps like this, and it can be any of our apps. So right now I have 3 apps saved. Slide back across, here's all my apps. Snaps right back in to each of the apps. And again, it does that so quickly because of that Snapdragon 800 processor. So everything you do on this device, regardless of if you're a power user or just a normal user, is going to be more fluid because of that processor. The last thing I'll show you is a really cool feature we have built into our user interface. So I'll knock it off here. When you're using a pattern lock, so I'll put my normal one in. It's an L, you'll see, it takes me to my regular device. Now this new feature is called guest mode. So now, and this is just in your settings, you set this up with a different pattern. I'll put a G in. And what that's gonna do is it's gonna take me to a completely separate home screen with only the apps that I have set in the guest mode settings that can be accessed. If I try to get into settings, I can't get there. If I try to get to phone or something that's not here, I can't do it. So it makes it great to hand it off if you have sensitive emails on there or you have a child that wants to play with your device. Now you don't have to worry about whether or not they're going to get into the phone or get into any of that sensitive email. They can have their own password on the phone and get into a completely separate account where you set all the apps. Lastly, we've got a 13 megapixel camera on the back, and the big addition to this is optical image stabilization. And basically what that means is that as my hand shakes, the lens of the camera is actually going to counteract that movement, giving me a very smooth picture. That's huge for shaky settings where maybe you're riding in a car and taking a video out the window. It's going to smooth that out. Also, it's going to help you in low light settings because as we know when we go to take a picture, that shutter has to stay open longer in low light. It gives our hands more of a chance to shake and more of a chance to blur the picture. Tons of other great features built in the device, but those are the high notes. We're very proud of it and excited to see how we do in the fourth quarter.
right, well, thank you for sharing your insights with me. I appreciate it.
Thank you.